Hi ladies! So this morning I thought let's do a little bit of a walk through my journal and I can just show you what I've been creating. It's always interesting for me to see what other people create. And I think for you guys to see what we've been creating in the Unstuck Art Journal membership and boot camps, all these things that's been happening. And I thought I'll just take you for a little bit of a walk through my journal. My one journal's almost at the end of it, so I thought, okay, let's do this now. So I always love seeing what's happening in other people's journals. So I thought, okay, that will be great for you to be able to see even what's happening in my journal. So a lot of this is obviously all our unstuck projects. We start out with a safe place to grow an art tree, and then we work through a lot of our identity domain things. A lot of projects, you create one project and you learn a technique, and that technique overflows into new techniques, So like obviously in my journal, my projects for my unstuck stuff is not always in order because in my membership we have a live session in Facebook every 2 weeks. So every second Wednesday morning we meet together, do a project. So this is again from identity, which should actually be in the beginning, self-image. This is from body, so we jump around between different things. This is also from body, this is from a different domain, because then I choose a project from somewhere in the membership because we have the 12 life domains, and everybody's at their own pace. Every second week that you do your own project that you choose out of the membership, every other week we do something together, and we learn different techniques that we can apply into our journals. So often they jump around this is from hobbies, this is from juicy life, so this is from social life, so with mine you'll see we jump around. This is also from body, this is also from juicy life, jumping around between stuff. Some of them are from adventure work boot camp, adventure workshops. Like this is workshop Vision by Faith. It's like a double price. I think we did 3 lessons over this. We actually created that over 3 lessons. Some of them are for technique sections. This is all from Bloom. This is all from Bloom. I think we did 4 lives like that. This is also social life. This is something else again. Jumping around, but it's always like fun to just reflect back and see, hey, what have we created? This is from family life. This is from this one is also family life. This is from our values. This is from starting out in the beginning, having our blueprint. This is to do with our careers. This has also got to do with our careers and occupation domain, love life domain. This is financial domain, leaving all the scarcity behind, walking to other things. So you can see with our projects, like we try to apply lots of different techniques, and each image will have a specific meaning, because we're always creating with purpose. This is from spirit life domain, how we're jumping around between different things and creating stuff that maybe to other people doesn't make so much sense, but to you it has specific purposes. The one we did 2 weeks ago with our beautiful lighthouse and all the little abstract art journaling waves that we've got here. And tomorrow we're going to be creating a beautiful tree, which will be our next project. So I haven't got so many pages left to go of this journal. Then my Unstuck Art Journal book will be full. This is my one that I often use for the boot camps and stuff. Like this one I only started using the end of last year. This is from the Becoming boot camp. The Be Brave, Be Creative, Be Loved. This is from Being Worthy, Being Authentic, Be Brilliant. Like we did lots of different stuff. This is in-person classes I gave. And you can see very often we create a project, like even this was inspiration from a project we did and Unstuck, and then it sort of just overflows into more projects. Like I find with art, that's really what happens. You create one thing and then it flows over into something else. This is from the 2-day workshop I did in the beginning of the year. This is still available. The Inside Out workshop. This is also from Inside Out workshop. This is from an in-person Valentine's Day class I did on Friday. So yeah, this one hasn't got so many pictures in. It's still very much a new journal. But that was just in a nutshell, like what have I created? How's it going with your creativity? Have you been making time for yourself, setting up me time? And I find very often for myself, when I don't set that time out, And I hope till the inspiration comes. It's never going to come. I'm going to end up not creating anything in my journal. But when I take the time and actually, like for me, even a lot of the ladies in my membership only create one project every 2 weeks with me. In the live sessions that we have on a Wednesday morning, every second Wednesday. And very often for me, I also fall into that rhythm because life gets so busy. And then when there is a gap, whether it's a Saturday morning or sometimes late at night, sometimes people ask, where do you find the time for creativity? And it's like finding small change in the nooks and the crannies. You really need to look for it and you need to make time for it. But when you do make time for it, you feel better. You process stuff better, you feel more relaxed. It's like sometimes that's the first thing we want to move out of the way when life gets busy and we get a little stressed, but that's the one thing that actually calms us down, helps us to process stuff better. And creating images with purpose, like we do in Unstuck Art Journal membership, like every project we create has a purpose. So when you see it, it speaks so deeply to your heart and you're connecting with that. You're telling yourself, this is who I'm becoming. This is what I want my life to look like. This is what I'm going to encourage myself with, versus just, looking at the facts all around us. But actually looking deeper. What is the truth? What is truth I can place in my heart by removing that line, putting image with truth and speaking life over myself that can really bring change on our lives versus just being stuck in the same circumstances all the time and losing hope. And I really find that our art journals really helps us, to find that hope again. And if you also been thinking about you're stuck, you're scrolling, you're looking at other people's stuff, you're not actually creating something, you're not really getting the hope, the encouragement that you need for yourself to nurture yourself and have that me time, to really start setting out the time to do that. And if you still don't know what to create, like joining the Unstuck Art Journal membership, perfect for that. We have a community of ladies working together, creating together. We inspire one another, and that step by step of actually creating with somebody and saying, okay, we're doing this now, we're doing that. Some people watch the replays because they like to pause, create, do, think about it, put their own flavor to it. Nobody's project ever looks exactly like mine or step by step. There's enough room for you to put your own inspiration, your own creativity, make the projects personal to you, with the things you write on it, your statement that you're putting there. What is it that you need at that moment? How do we reflect about that image and put it into that? So that's just in a nutshell how it's been going with the Unstuck Art Journal membership and with me. And I'd really love for you to join me. If you've been thinking about joining, now is a great time. We have a live every 2 weeks. And to hop in with the projects with us and start working through the content. So I'll pop the link below and you can check it out. Bye everybody.